people who have actually won a lifetime supply of something. What was the supply you won, and how long did it actually last? Won a lifetime supply of mini chocolate milk cartons during a milk day at school, LOL. If you opened a carton of milk and it mooed at you, you had to call the number on it and report that you have mooing milk. That was in 2007. I'm still getting milk shipped to me, LOL. My fiance drinks it because I've grown to hate milk. When a new tropical smoothie cafe location opened in our neighborhood, they ran a promotion for free smoothies for a year for the first 50 people in line on opening day. My husband made me stand in line for 3 hours before they opened. We were 24th and 25th in line. The free smoothies for a year was limited to 1 smoothie per week. Still, we each had 52 free smoothies. Not a bad deal. Late to the party here, but when I was a little kid, my family and I happened to move to a new city. And the first or second night there, we decided to try a new Chinese restaurant nearby. We didn't realize it was the inaugural evening, but there weren't very many costumers. Yet the owner of the table waited on us himself, and he was very sweet and friendly. Had just immigrated from China recently. He gave my family a free voucher to eat there for free for life, since we were one of the few people actually to show up at all that night. I remember it was a big golden ticket, like Willy Wonka. Sadly, the restaurant closed within a year. I always wonder how he's doing. My family was very poor back then, and we would go there every month, which felt special. I'm sure it wasn't the greatest Chinese food in the world, but I still remember how the orange chicken tasted. To be fair, giving out free food for life to the only people that turned up was a terrible idea. His only customers / most likely repeat customers, and he's just made their meals free. Not me, but a couple years ago, my friend won Cedar Point's amusement park Halloween costume contest and received a lifelong annual pass. It's a special gold-colored pass and comes with a bunch of other perks. I'm very jealous. I won 2 tickets to every event at a theater near me for a whole year. I probably saw 15 concerts and 20 comedy shows that year. I was offering tickers to my friends all the time. I used them to impress my now girlfriend by taking her out all the time. LOL. That was a fun year. I ran a small web forum for about 10 years. Our also small web host ran a promotion where we could pay something like 2.5x the usual yearly fee, and we would be part of an exclusive founders club and would get lifetime free hosting. Just have to pay for the domain renewal each year. The owner was a good bloke, and I knew he was operating on razor-thin margins, so I signed up more to do him a solid than to get the benefits. I figured in a couple of years he would conveniently forget about the Founders Club thing, and I would go back to paying my usual fees. Never happened. After a couple of years, the thing did end up paying for itself. A few years later, the owner passed away, and he was a young guy, lost his battle with cancer. The whole operation shut down. I was way more gutted to lose the guy than the deal. I'd happily pay the yearly hosting fee to have him back again. I guess in the end, it was truthful advertising. He never specified whose lifetime. The weirdest part is that I know he had a couple hundred clients he was hosting. And although he opened up the Founders Club for the first 10 respondents, he never filled it up. I think it capped out at about 7. I don't know if his other clients thought it was too good to be true or what. My mom almost ate the white M&M that they promoted like 25 years ago. If you find it, send it in. You get a lifetime supply of M&Ms. They sent us a voucher pack that almost no store would take, but still managed to make it through the lifetime supply in about 1 month. Granted, there was 8 siblings. Prob for the best, though. My dad won a lifetime supply of cat food. But L, they delivered it all at once, and B, our cats didn't like that flavor, of course. We donated it all to a local animal shelter who were super pleased. I didn't really win it, and it was only a year's supply. But I got a year's supply of Hot Pockets when I was 17 because I bit into a Hot Pocket that had no filling, and I sent them an email pretending to be my mom complaining about it. To my surprise, they actually replied and sent me a golden coupon that was good for a year. I ate so many Hot Pockets that I hate them now. and haven't had one since. I once waited out a McDonald's for the grand opening. The first 100 people got free fries for the year. I was #3. It consisted of a box of 365 coupons for free medium fry. I think we gave away maybe 200 plus of them. It was maybe 14 years ago now. Years ago. My mother bought a Toyota Yaris years ago when the dealership was running a Tires for Life promotion. She gets free tires whenever she needs them, but she has to do all of her maintenance work at the dealership, and the deal won't transfer if she sells the title. The dealership didn't run the promo for long, and she was told recently she's the only participant left from the promotion. We won a lifetime supply of hate. My wife won $10,000 on roll up the rim with Tim Hortons. She was super excited. She spoke on the phone with Tim Hortons. They said, "Everything sounds good. Congrats, you will get an email confirmation soon." Instead, we got an email saying they had a technical issue and wouldn't be honoring her win. Needless to say, we have a lifetime supply of hate for them now. I know someone who won a free Gas for Life contest many years ago. They get a $100 gift card every month. I had a friend in college who won a lifetime supply of Gillette razors. They just sent him a crate of Mach 3 razors and refill cartridges, and that was that. It was just a one-time shipment, but it would be hard to get through that many razors in one lifetime. Not a lifetime supply, but my aunt won a 60-second haul at our local grocery store. Grab as much as you can in 60 seconds and it's yours. There's obviously rules and limitations: no meat, dairy, fresh goods. This woman took her arm and literally swiped out their entire aisle of coffee. She had a plan going in there, I guess, was coffee, dog food, paper towels, and TP, which honestly, that's a good plan with the limits they had. Nobody in my family had to buy coffee for at least a year. We all survive off coffee in my family. I won the Cash 4 Life $1,000 a week lottery about 10 years ago. Every year, I send them proof I'm still alive, and they send me a check for $52,000 in the mail. I won a lifetime supply of Oreos. It was actually just one pallet full of Oreos, probably would last a normal person their whole life. It was like 1,000 lbs of Oreos. I gave away so many Oreos. Having a party, I'll bring a bunch of Oreos. Break room needs snacks. Oreos. I ended up donating like 400 lbs of Oreos to a shelter just to get them out of my garage. But just for kicks, I called to inquire if lifetime meant my lifetime and that I had finished off the pallet. They said the pallet would last a reasonable person their whole life. So that was a bummer, but I think that's typically how those things work. Edit. To those saying to sue for more, the full pallet taking up garage space was more of a burden than the benefit of always having Oreos. I don't need it again. My uncle gets free Ben and Amp Jerry's for life. He's been friends with the actual Ben and Jerry since before they opened the first shop. He has a card that says free ice cream for life, and he can get pints or cones at any scoop shop, at least locally. He also gets decks of free pint coupons that he can use at grocery stores and gas stations. When Unilever bought them out, they tired to buy back all the free ice cream for life cards. I guess it was a fairly generous offer because my uncle is one of only a few that chose to keep the card. I won a year's worth of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. They gave me a coupon book with 4 coupons per month for 12 months. Back in 1977, when I was 13 years old, I won a contest for a lifetime supply of models from Revel. A semi-truck pulled up to our house in a very quiet suburban neighborhood and proceeded to unload 4 pallets of plastic models in the driveway. There were hundreds of models. Probably one of everything they offered in their catalog at the time. I kept about 2 dozen, which kept me busy for a year or so. My father helped by finding a local retail hobby store to buy the rest of them at a very favorable price, so we could just get rid of them. He put the money into U.S. savings bonds for me, which I cashed out many years later to use for a down payment on my first new car. I won a lifetime of free oil changes for my car. It was during a sale the dealership was having where you had to take a photo with your pet and the person who most resembled their pet won. I don't know if I should feel happy or concerned about that one. What they did fail to mention is that it was lifetime oil changes for the vehicle I had, and I couldn't transfer it to anyone else. So when my dad took over my car loan, they dropped that little tidbit of info on us. only really lasted me for about 2 oil changes. I won free Arby's for a year. They sent me $420 in gift cards. I took my kids to a pizza buffet place when they received a free kids meal coupon for good grades. The cashier mistakenly charged us for the meals. When the manager came out to correct the transaction, I said he could just return the coupon and not worry about it. He gave us an entire stack, about 50 of unused coupons that were attached together like a checkbook. We got free kids meals until they obviously reached the age limit. I won a year of free chula. It's a fast casual Indian restaurant. They give a year of free food via a coupon book with 52 cards for free meals to the first 100 customers at any location. I saw that the line was short on the way to work and called everyone in the office to get in line. We had all our business meetings at Chula for a year, with the company paying for meals when people ran out of coupons, didn't have them, or we hired anyone new. The food was perfect because if you ate vegan, paleo, gluten-free, or any combination, there was something on the menu you could eat. We still use them for company catering because everyone likes the options. My stepdad won a lifetime supply of WD-40 in the 1990s. They sent him 4 16-ounce cans. He died in 2019. My mom still has 2 cans. My partner won a year's worth of Vans shoes. They sent him 4x 99% off vouchers. I won free groceries for life at my local grocery store in a raffle. They give me a digital $100 gift card once a month, which is wonderful. However, it doesn't even cover a week of groceries. It will end when the total given has reached $10,000. I've got about $4,000 left. As a consolation prize for losing on a TV game show, I was given a popcorn popper, a little girl's bicycle, and a lifetime supply of Dinty Moore beef stew. I gave the popcorn popper as a Christmas present and sold the bicycle. When the beef stew arrived, it was 1 case of 12 cans. After trying the first can, I realized that the other 11 would indeed last me a lifetime. Ryanair, a European budget airline, awarded its millionth passenger free flights for life. After 9 years, they reneged on the deal, so she took them to court. The judge awarded her 60,000 euros to buy her own flights. Her legal costs were more than 3 times that, but Ryanair had to pay those as well. Given the relatively low cost of Ryanair flights, 60,000 euros probably buys her at least 6 flights a year for the next 50 years.